guys. So we are streaming on 2 places. We are on Christy's Instagram on All Saints Asylum.
Yes.
And we are on YouTube for Ghostcraft Coven. So you can watch either way. We are going to be taking questions for Philip today. And we just want to say hi to you all. Thank you for being here for our first ever live stream.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
Who's here today, Savannah? Anybody that we...
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. We got Doug, of course,
Hi,
our wonderful moderator, Doug. Roxy. Sid, love Roxy and her gifts. Oh my gosh. Steph. Sydney. We got Amy. Hey girl.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, let us know.
How are we sounding?
Yeah. I hope we sound okay.
How are we doing on Instagram? Is that working?
It's
Ooh,
working.
Olivia. I love that.
You're going to have to read it out to me.
She said, y'all remind me of Charmed.
Oh.
That is the biggest compliment ever. I literally love that.
Oh,
I love that
I've never
so
seen
much.
it. I remember it, but I've never seen it. It's like you to binge, huh?
Yes.
So-
it's definitely a binge-worthy show.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's going to be a binge summer.
It's super cringy, though, because of the time.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? It's that's when arm hair was not stereotypicalized. So Alyssa Milano actually has arm hair.
Well, she's Italian.
Yeah, I know. She's so beautiful.
Yeah,
oh
she
my
is.
gosh, she's gorgeous. I love that.
I know.
But I remember when it became kind of like weird to have arm hair, because then all of a sudden she started shaving her arms, and I was like, oh yeah, I know. It was sad.
I don't know. That kind of sounds a little bit sexy.
Right?
Arm hair.
Okay, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting off topic
Okay.
already.
Let's not talk about arm hair. So we do want to do a quick thank you to our channel members. That little $2.99 a month, and I try to give you the most behind the scenes content that I can, but we appreciate it so much and your monthly support. So you want to read out some people for us?
Yeah, here's a couple of our new members. We have Anthony Jones, Tammy Adams, and Lady Loki. Thank you guys I know, I love that. Thank you guys so much for joining, becoming a Darkling,
Yes.
joining the Legion.
And then we do have some of our oldest members that's been with us since the beginning.
Yes, and we absolutely have to do a huge shout out for them because, you guys helped us get where we're going. All right. Yes, absolute OG.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Welcome to the Darkling Legion. Okay, so Rob Semple, thank you so much for being a longtime member. Douglas, of course, we appreciate your support. Cursed Gamer 33, thank you so much. Stephanie MacArthur, we love you. Thank you so much. Michelle Ridge, thank you. We love you. You are amazing. And oh my gosh, Melanie, I almost said it wrong. Melanie Dude Price, thank you so unbelievably much for your guys' continuous support. We love you all. Yeah, we love you guys
and
so much.
And even if you're not a member, we love you too.
Absolutely. We love
you all.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are amazing.
So if anyone has questions for Philip that you would like to ask, go ahead and send them in. I'm going to turn on some devices. We're going to try some new ghost hunting gear.
Melissa said that your hair looks awesome.
Thank you. It's another color. And next time you see me, it will be another color. But yeah, I'm trying out.
We love you too, Olivia. You're so sweet.
Okay, so I'm turning on the spirit
and
talker
Jason.
for Philip.
So Jason watched our whole playlist.
Really?
Wow, yeah. Thank you
Binging,
so
speaking of
much.
binging.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, from beginning to end. Did it change a lot watching it like that? Did you see us evolve?
I know.
Oh my god.
Dude, yes.
Yes, I know.
Insane.
Yeah, things have changed.
Insane.
As we got closer too, I feel like the dynamics changed. But I don't know. I haven't really watched it from
I know. We need
yeah.
to do a rewatch sometime.
Yeah.
We do. We should do a live and do a rewatch.
And watch them
A
together.
Yeah.
marathon that would take
Yeah.
a couple days.
Yeah, that was like a couple. But we could do like a couple. We could do like a couple. Right.
Some coffee.
Do you guys want that? Do you want to do a marathon with us? We can get our popcorn out. some
Well, you talk like
Snickers.
behind the scenes of
Ooh.
stuff that's going on while
Yeah.
we're watching it. And be like, oh, remember?
Yeah, when I rewatch, I typically am like that too. I'm like, damn, I remember exactly how this led up to this and that, and it was, yeah, it's
Yes, Philip is our doll right here. He's our haunted doll. He has a whole becoming story. He's from Douglas, our moderator. Ugly. Okay. He's beautiful.
well, he's beautiful.
But maybe he's talking about his girlfriend.
Or his haircut.
So if you
I'm
want,
telling you, it's because he needs a boyfriend.
maybe,
it could be.
maybe.
Could be,
I think
or he
it's-
doesn't like blondes.
I
You know,
think-
that's
oh.
okay.
I mean, I'm not naturally blonde.
Well, you're not naturally.
I don't even know what color I am
Christy.
anymore. I'm just gray.
Oh my gosh.
Someone just watched our clown motel. What does that say?
Olivia, I just watched one last night where y'all was in Clown Hotel and the spirits loved you ladies.
Oh yeah.
A little too much.
A little,
too
yeah,
much.
a little too much
Yeah.
for our liking.
No,
Far
no,
too
weird.
much.
Speaking of spirits, I got to give you guys a little heads up too. We have on the other side as well as a prop that we call Billy because he looks like the zombie from Hocus Pocus. But for the last few days, I don't know if you knew this or not,
Mm-mm.
there's a motion sensor on that prop so that when people are going through, because it is a haunted house, when people are going through, it sets him off and he comes up and hits the window. Well, his air is out, so he doesn't come up. But since probably Saturday, something's been setting off his remote control.
Really?
So yeah, so we're in here, and every once in a while we'll be talking about him or something, and it'll go off, and you'll hear it. You might even hear it if it goes off.
Yeah, if it
But
goes off.
we are
We'll
alone
see.
in here, just the three of us.
Yeah,
so.
it's just the three of us. Also, we got a question on your stream asking if Philip is a doll. Yes, Philip is this doll right here.
This little guy.
And he has some kind of attachment that's not Ashley's.
Yeah, Douglas
Not
brought him to
mine.
us from an antique store in where was it, Douglas? I wanted to say.
to me?
Oh, what happened to me?
Oh.
You got put into a doll, Philip.
Yeah.
He found him in an antique store and was just drawn to him. So we brought him here, and I think he really likes us.
Yes, so he has his whole origin story on Ghostcraft Coven YouTube. I do need to make him a playlist because we did take him on a road trip and
We
he had a
did.
great time.
Yeah. He got a
But
little scuffed up.
right now,
At the
so-
Clown Motel.
Yeah, he got a little scuffed up at the Clown Motel. They were beefing with Philip too.
Lovely
So,
boy.
when you come
Poor
to
guy.
All Saints Haunt, they have Philip here in this beautiful glass case, and you can come up.
The rumors are true.
They're true. Philip's wild, but you can come in and ask him a question before you go and get scared. And he has been answering a lot of people's questions.
There's a cat ball in there, and it's just sitting in there. In fact, he was answering so perfectly at the last haunt we had for Easter that people thought we were doing it. And as anybody who knows a cat ball, there's no way
No.
that you can fake it. I mean, you could shake the cabinet, but even shaking the cabinet, see, I'm doing it now. Is it sitting off?
Oh, yeah, I did.
There it is. So that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
But
But you gotta like really push that
Mhm.
thing.
We don't have any way to set it off.
Yeah, Instagram.
We would never do that
says.
anyway.
That's
So,
where she's like
Today, we're
Mm-hmm.
getting Philip re-comfortable in, and we're going to put some other devices for him to manipulate and answer your guys' questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and pop down the bell.
I love that bell.
Oh, I love that bell. That bell is one of my favorite.
I think I want to get a bell for his case instead of a cat ball.
I think you should.
I think it'd be so much fun.
All right,
and I
Philip,
think it
So-
really ties in.
it's
does.
It's a lobby.
Yeah,
It
Also
is. It
lobbies.
should
Yeah.
be bell. So it's 1 ring for yes and 2 for no, Philip. So if you're able to make this bell ring for us, please make this bell ring for us. Right. Do we have any good questions for Philip?
Wait,
We did notice that he
was
kind of
it
prefers to
Philip
talk
or
to
someone
girls.
else who opened the dentist door during Easter. Sorry. Was it Philip or someone else who opened the dentist door during Easter?
Open the dentist door.
Yeah, crazy blonde nerd asked that question.
The dentist door open during Easter?
Yeah, didn't know that.
That probably wouldn't be Philip, but the crazy thing about that, that's where Billy's going
That's where
off.
Billy's.
Yeah.
That's the exact same spot that Billy's going off. So no,
We didn't
Nobody
know about
opened that when there's nobody in there to open it.
Mm-mm.
So that's news to me.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Full circle moment.
That shouldn't be happening.
Oh, it's Maddie. That's Maddie.
Oh, Maddie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it shouldn't be happening. So I don't know. It's Philip. I don't know. But that happens to be the area that we've been getting some motion in there because the motion sensor is going off. And I need to mention also that the motion sensor is in a pouch right now. So the only way to get it, if you walk by it, it won't go off. You have to come right up to it and put your hand up to it. It's in the pouch.
Wow.
That's
So-
insane. Somebody asked, would Philip like to go with you to GAFB?
George Air Force Base.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I believe they're bulldozing it down.
Ralph.
They are actually.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are. They blocked off the main road to the base itself, to the housing. I'm assuming. They made a news.
You do want to go, or
That was a yes?
yes?
Yeah.
You want to go to the base still, even though it's crumbling? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh,
It's
I
not-
was the first one.
that was a clock.
Why did that just do that?
I heard a clock
Where's the
ticking, like
clock?
a tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick,
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 tick, tick.
Did you guys hear that clock? Oh, where's the clock?
There's no clock. There's no clock.
Many other souls.
Okay, it's not Philip, it's somebody else.
Interesting.
Okay.
Philip would go to the Queen Mary.
We haven't taken Philip to
Yeah.
the Queen Mary
Yeah.
yet.
Let's
take
take
him.
him.
We're going soon, so we'll take him with us. Let's
Yeah.
take him.
Do you want to go to the Queen Mary, Philip? I hear it's really haunted.
Just a little bit.
We like it just a little bit.
Yeah, just
Just enough haunted to still
Really
get
just
some-
kind of
a
like
decent
Queen Mary.
amount of sleep.
that. Yeah. A decent amount of sleep being like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Because we're up until 6 a.m.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes. Ashley wakes up right when the sun comes up. No matter what time she goes to bed,
Don't understand.
she
it.
comes in and talks to us, and she's like, "I'm gonna go get something. Do you want to go?" No. And we don't have my back to
The
sleep.
first
I
time
think
she
she
just
get
left.
B-roll, okay?
Yeah, the
gets
first
up and
time
goes.
she just picked up and she left. She's
Yeah.
like, I gotta get B-roll. I'm just
We're like, we just rolled over, went back to sleep. We're like, no,
Mhm.
no.
And I ghost hunt a little bit too.
Ashley.
I'm sorry. I like
So
to talk to
mental.
ghosts.
She does.
Unbelievable.
I'd like to talk to you guys too.
She
but
can
like,
function on like 30 seconds of sleep.
I like the mystery of talking to a ghost. It's like, who is it really?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's
That's
fair.
they
That's
say
fair,
they
yeah.
are.
Yeah, I do like that we try to uncover like who we're talking about. Roxy, how did you guys meet?
Oh yes. So Roxy, you actually sent us in a really good question
Yes.
on Instagram. So you want to read the question and
Yeah, okay, so this is Roxy's question. She asked, how did All Saints become the Covenstead? And how did we meet Christy?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. They probably don't know, huh?
yeah, so
No, probably not. We didn't really.
it's a
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he likes that question, Roxy.
It's a
Okay.
great question.
You,
It
you
is.
don't even know.
He doesn't
do
even
you?
know he wasn't here.
No, he wasn't. Yeah,
Yes.
got him
So
after.
it's a long, but we'll try to,
That's it.
I was ghost hunting before I had a Coven, a team, and I was just solo.
I
And
will flash the lights.
ooh,
Oh, well then do it.
Yeah.
Ball right there.
Yes.
I know. There's a bunch of lights for you to
He's
flash.
like, I thought this was about me. Why are you guys making it about you?
I know.
Mhm.
I
I know.
anyway, so I saw Christy's haunt on All Saints on YouTube
You were
on
heard.
Ghost Tube or
Ghost Club
Ghost
Paranormal.
Club. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is local to me, which I haven't seen anyone do anything in the high desert. And so I sent her a message and was like, hey, I'm, new to ghost hunting.
She did, and I wasn't real big on bringing in new people because I had my people, I had my new reality, my ghost club, and they had brought in some of their people like Jasmine from Barrier Beyond and the Twin Paranormal.
They didn't do it yet.
They hadn't come in yet.
No.
That's right. So I was kind of like hesitant about bringing in new people, especially somebody who wasn't recommended. I didn't mind if they were coming in from somebody who knew somebody, like New Reality or Ghost Club girls knew them. Then I brought them in, but I was kind of hesitant about letting somebody new in. So I was kind of like, let's see. So I said, maybe come in and
No, she makes me do the haunt first.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Have you ever done my haunt before?
I made her come. Yeah. And then scared the shit out of her. It was
I
really funny.
thought I was gonna die. I had never done a haunt before. I like
There's bad energy.
Exactly.
She was screaming the whole time going through, and that was really entertaining. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I like her. She's getting scared, and she's a ghost hunter, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I made her interview. I made her come in and sit down with Richard and I. Richard's kind of.
He's
Kind of
intimidating.
intimidating.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
intimidating when you first meet him.
So I was like, you're gonna have to come in and interview, and I can't guarantee that means.
And she said that right away. She's like, well, I'll meet with you, but that,
It doesn't guarantee anything. It
And
just
so I was like,
simply
okay.
clicked.
And so we went and we hit it off.
And we freaking clicked. Yeah, I think what I really liked about Ash that made her stand out was that she's really motivated to combine science with ghost hunting
Satan.
and
Satan.
Satan. Okay. but I really like the fact that she was so interested in that, and that's like the aspect that I wanted to come in at. So I felt like with her coming in, we'd get more of a chance to go on a deeper level than we've ever gone before. So, and I really like that about her.
And so Christy is
Oh, that's
actually the first person from the Coven that I started ghost hunting with. We've been ghost hunting together the longest. And when I met her, she's never ghost hunted before, and kind of giving her the power to be like, you know what, you can get the answers for yourself, because she wanted answers.
Yeah.
And so she started, I would come and she started doing it with me, and we did it a couple times. And then she was like, hey,
I have somebody that I want you to meet. I think that you're going to really like her. She had come and done some ghost hunting with us at New Reality, well, with them.
Yeah.
And I just said, I think you're going to I think you're going to like her. I feel a good vibe.
Yeah.
and so she
And
brings
then I
Savannah.
came along. Yeah. That's
And then the second we met, we were just all like, I've been looking for you all my life.
literally immediately we were just like, yes.
You like ghosts too?
You like ghosts?
Wait,
Oh my
you
God.
see weird shit?
We should be best
Hold on.
friends.
Let's share our weird shit stories. Let's do
Yeah, we
that. And we did for freaking like a long time. We
Yeah.
talked for a long time, and then after that, she was like, "Oh, you should." Or
Well, you just
I asked.
you just were in.
yeah, I was
in.
in. I was already ready.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already invested. Let's do it.
I was ready to build a team, and so there's something really amazing when we stop being in competition with each other, and instead we support each other, and that's kind of what we've done. And it's been a year of being together, and we also ghost hunted with Andy and Amy. After that, we did Daggett
We
Cemetery.
did Daggett. Yes, that was
And so that was a bigger group, and
Mhm.
it's a little harder to manage bigger groups, but
Yes.
it's just been really fun to have that sisterhood. And
So Melissa asks, what location or haunt stands out as your favorite?
All Saints Asylum or Covenstead. Come on, girl.
I mean, it never fails.
It never
It
does.
doesn't. It
Never
never
fails.
disappoints.
And it really
no.
kind of
Never
ruined
disappoints.
ghost hunting in the beginning,
Yeah.
because you go places and it's just like, man, like All Saints is way more haunted than this.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I think I would say, other than obviously, is probably the schoolhouse in Amboy.
Yes.
And that scared the.
Do you want to go there, Philip, to the schoolhouse? You need to go back.
He's like, no.
Because I actually lost a piece of my ghost hunting gear in there. So
Did you
I
really?
need to go find it.
Yeah, we're totally gonna find it. No.
Yeah, we
He
will.
says yes. He says yes. I think for me, Queen Mary. I always loved Queen Mary, but I've been going there.
Yeah, I
since
was like you.
the
Yeah, that
90s.
makes sense though. That does.
So, but I do.
That's a
really
great
love it
question.
there. Yeah, that's a
Awesome.
good question. It's tough to pick.
It is. It is tough to pick, but I think for me, I just picked the one that scared the hell out of me the most, and
Yeah.
that one definitely. I was like, hell no! I made some of the best gift faces for fucking Roxy. During that, it was.
It's okay.
See, my best face too was
Yeah,
Queen Mary.
yeah.
With that freaking stick figure crumpled on the floor,
Oh
right
my
under
God.
where the lady fell.
Yeah,
and crumpled on the floor.
Yeah, that was.
And I was like, that face,
yeah, that was insane.
the big ol' eyes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was so funny. I laughed so hard when I saw
Oh my
that.
God.
Because I saw you doing it, and I was just like,
Yes.
"Are you good? Like, are you okay?" And you're just like, "Hold this. I need to get this."
Well,
I'm
it's,
beside you.
it's crazy because it's right where I
Oh,
don't.
thank you, Nini. She said y'all are so pretty.
Aw,
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
So sweet.
We love
Aw.
positivity.
Yes.
Oh, Philip says so too.
Yes.
That one got me because that was right where she fell. you know, and then I got this stick figure, and I don't really know how much I trust that device, but
Yeah.
but to get a stick figure right at the spot that woman fell off the stairs and landed, laying on the ground like writhing.
Yeah.
He's going
What,
crazy
Philip?
up there.
Is there a
Philip.
question you want to
I think,
answer?
I think he wants to answer some questions.
Okay, we'll make it
I know.
about you.
He's really.
Okay, so
kinda
it's
neat.
1 for yes and 2 for no.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what to make of that. Was that one or was that
I know.
two yeses?
All right, someone give Philip a good question.
Yes, good question for
Good
Philip.
question. 'Cause he's getting kind of needy.
I know.
I do have a question for you, Philip. Do you like that lady doll that's in there with you?
That's a good question. We don't have a
The
name
silence is deafening.
for him. Are you thinking about it, Philip? Because that's not cool. That's even worse than not answering Philip. He might be afraid to
He's
answer.
indifferent.
Maybe he's like, I don't want to answer. She's right here. You know.
That's
So happy to have you guys. Thank you. Ooh, Philip, would he like Douglas to come for a visit?
Yes, I'll answer for him.
He
He wants you to come visit.
Doug and Sarah.
Yes, he wants you to come visit, Douglas.
Oh.
What do you say, Philip? Do you miss Douglas? You?
You know, that was Michelle's. I got it too. Yeah, right?
And now he's quiet. He's like, well,
Good
she already answered for
question,
me. Thanks for
Michelle.
taking my light again. He's getting
Sorry, Douglas. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
And Steph
Be careful in
asks.
here.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Ooh.
There it is.
Ooh.
That's his yes. So now you need to come, Douglas. Philip said so.
Gotta.
All right. So my other favorite device, though, is the Epoch. Yes, no. You guys know I love this, so I want to let Philip
I
try it
hate
out.
this damn thing.
Love it so much.
It
No.
freaks me out.
No. No,
The way
no.
it says no and yes is just it feels so charged, and I just don't like how it makes me feel whenever it says yes and no. It gives me the creeps.
No.
Yeah, so aggressive.
Okay.
Ooh, Nini asks, do you think haunted dolls speak to people through dreams?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Philip, can you speak
And do they
to
have to
people
be in the room?
through dreams? Can you do that, Philip?
That's interesting.
I think spirits can, so why not a haunted doll too, right? Let's
Yeah.
That's just me guessing. Take
Yeah.
a guess.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is just a guess, but I think
That would be a fun experiment.
Yeah.
Especially this one. She likes to communicate with
Yes.
spirits.
Oh,
Yes!
yes. So maybe we
And
can
then
do
violate on the spirit.
violate.
talker.
Okay.
A violating spirit dream. We've all had them,
Yeah, we have.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Tell me we're not alone.
We're not
Please,
crazy,
please
right?
tell us
Yeah.
we're not alone.
That's the problem of us finding each other. It just gets weirder from
Right?
here.
Yeah,
That'd
exactly.
be a fun experiment to see if we, you know, like,
I have really vivid dreams, so
yeah, I do
you
too.
started getting them again.
Yes, I did. Thanks to Mandy for getting rid of my
Yes.
attachment.
Yay,
Now I can
Mandy.
dream.
Some weird sound just came over you guys.
What? What did you hear?
Yeah.
Well, I heard like a banging from inside of there. I don't know if that would have picked up on that.
No.
Ooh,
Okay.
we're gonna have to
You
play
see?
that back.
That's creepy as hell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
Yeah, so that's a good experiment. We'll have to check that. We'll have to think about that one, Nene. That would be kind of fun to try.
What, sleeping with a doll over your head? If we
Yeah.
all sleep in the doll room,
What if
There's
we
so many
got
dolls in there.
Philip when we have a sleepover, and then try to compare our dreams the next day and see if they're the same? Like if we all dream.
Oh,
along the
like
same
when we
lines.
meditate.
yeah. So I don't know if you
So
guys
they-
are enjoying our little meditation bits, but the weirdest thing we found out about that is while we're meditating, there's pieces that link the whole meditation all together.
Christina, yeah, that exactly.
Can't breathe.
Christina said it was like a weird deep sound. I don't know,
it says
static
can't
like.
breathe, you guys. It sounds like static.
Yeah, but also he's in a box.
Yeah.
Does he feel suffocated? Does he feel?
Oh,
Do you
Trap.
not like the box,
I
Philip?
mean, you can't technically breathe. I mean,
I
lungs.
know.
You're fine, Philip. You're
You're
not
being
gonna die
dramatic,
in
Philip.
there.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
Calm
relax.
down. We don't want everybody touching you, so we're gonna keep you behind the glass. Let's try.
I know. Oh my goodness. Let's see. This has head just.
Billy has
Ooh.
not gone off, and I was gonna.
No.
Yeah, I know. I expected.
Yes. What question did you just read? Did you read a question?
Because whatever it is, it's yes.
No, but I did see one earlier about what's your favorite equipment to use. We know what
Oh, yeah.
Ashley's is.
Yeah. What's your guys's?
Mine is the music box.
Mm.
I love the music box. It makes me
Yeah.
so happy when it goes off.
That's really interesting. I honestly thought yours would have been the Estus. That is technically a device.
I'm good at that one, but I really like that music box.
Oh.
I love it when it goes off. It makes me so happy.
Okay, you guys. Like, we've done a lot of Estus. I've watched a lot of ghost hunting on YouTube, but nothing beats Christy under the Estus. It's like the most wild thing I've ever witnessed.
Absolutely insane.
What do you guys think? How does she do?
Welcome back, Andy.
Philip, what do you think? Is she
Sorry, your phone
accurate?
died, girl. Say that again.
No, Philip, I said, is that accurate? Is Christy the best at Estus? Or is there someone better? You gotta have an Estus
I
showdown.
don't want to talk.
Okay, he doesn't want to talk to us.
Right.
Well then, I mean,
It's
maybe it's because he wants to talk to you guys. He
Sorry,
likes
He's
the
mad because I
attention.
won't take him out of the glass.
I know.
I know, right? He's like, I can't breathe in here, and you don't want to take me out of glass. That's quite
And
rude.
it's like, oh, thanks for reminding me that I don't have lungs.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
thanks for
side-eye
reminding me
bitch.
that I'm not alive.
Yeah. The glass is really heavy and it's really high.
It is really hard to get the glass off.
Christy, how does it make you feel to have your name always called during Estus?
I know that does happen a lot.
It's been happening a lot more too.
It
Remember
does.
the first couple times that it happened?
Yeah, the very first time. Okay, actually, I remember the very first time it happened was an Estes method that I did
No.
with New Reality. I had never even put the headphones on before, and I didn't believe them because they were talking back and forth. And I was like, you guys, I feel like he can hear you. So he said, here, you want to try it? And he handed me the headphones. I was like, yeah, okay, let's try it. And I put it on, and I'm listening, and I'm looking at them. I go, okay, say something. And they're talking, and I'm kind of laughing, like maybe they're just moving their lips. And then all of a sudden I hear a clear as a bell, Christy, just like that. I freaked out. I knocked it off. I knocked the headset off, handed them back to Sean and Cody, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And I went back to the office, and I had to sit there because it was like, that's crazy. What are the odds of the very first thing I ever even hear, and it was clear as a bell, and just saying it was in my mom's voice.
Oh,
Yeah, very,
really?
very clear. Yeah, and I hadn't heard her voice for 20 years,
Yeah.
so that was like,
Jarring.
whoa. So I came back to the room. I wasn't happy about it. But then I didn't do it for a long time. And then I came back with these guys, and they hooked me up in the same room, in the same bench. And I put the headphones on, and I did it again.
And she threw them. And
I screamed. I screamed.
She threw we lost the mask for a little bit.
It all came off. I just screamed.
Like,
Oh.
Yeah. And then I told her to
gosh.
please don't put that on the footage because I was very self-conscious. Now I don't.
now you see her freaked out all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of footage of me freaking out that you don't see. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
like, no, I have some let me have a little dignity.
just
Let me have a little
bit.
smidge of dignity. So I had them take that off.
It is really creepy.
But that was, getting my name I've gotten used to it, I think, because it happens so much.
It happens
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. But it
Oh,
is.
Mandy, hi. She's doing
Mandy's
live
here.
on-
What's
Hi,
up,
Mandy.
girl?
Hi, Mandy.
We actually were just thanking you for letting me dream.
Yeah, we were
again.
just
Yeah,
talking about
I know
you.
she started dreaming again, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that she said when we were talking about it, that you'll
Mhm.
probably have dreams again.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So my favorite thing, because Christy was kind of like coming around to believing. You were
I
still
was
pretty
not a
skeptical.
believer. Yeah, I was very much
Welcome
not a
in.
believer.
And my favorite thing about skeptics is when something weird happens to them, they act the most afraid, or like their whole world or view of reality has been shattered. And so I love seeing that kind of.
What the
Do you guys
fuck?
hear that?
That's Billy. His motion sensor's going off. Mandy, your little guy in the hallway, something's setting off the motion sensor back there now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that set off the sensor when you went through is going off. And
She said,
and
yeah,
his-
I love that.
yeah, his
Oh, I think that was for
his sensor is in the pocket. So there's no reason for it to be going off. You have to put your hand right up against it. It's been happening since Saturday. And
Yeah.
it happens when we cue it too.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to leave
Scared the
other day.
hell out of some people.
Did it? Did you hear it? You can hear it?
Roxy was like, oh my god, Billy freaks me out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Steph said, damn it, Billy.
Damn it, Billy.
Yeah.
Poor Steph and I, the first time it happened, we just froze. We were like, what the
Oh,
Who's
Mandy
that?
says, "OMG, hi Billy, he knows I'm here."
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He
He's-
knows.
he's
Yeah,
like,
he's like, there she is.
Yeah, he hasn't gone
Because he
Amanda
hasn't
all the
talked
time.
at all, Mandy. He hasn't even said anything.
Oh, that's so true. It's been quiet.
Yeah,
for a
he
while.
does. He does it on cue. Well, we were literally yesterday, Monday, whatever day we were in here. Was it Monday, Sunday? I don't know. Tuesday. I don't remember. But we were
One
in
of the
here,
days.
and I was telling her about it, and he wasn't going off, and I was like, well, okay, maybe it was just my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, let's go and get some Mexican food. So we're walking out the door, and I was like, I really wish you could have heard him, because I want somebody else to hear it besides me and Steph. And then he went off. And not only did he go off, but he went off like 3 times.
And then he said he wanted chips and guacamole.
Yeah, we asked, and it went off again. So
I put it in a box and I forgot it on the table.
and then it went off when she
And
said
then-
she forgot it.
Yeah, he was really mad.
He's like, "What the hell, guys?"
So we scrounged some chips out of the fridge.
It wasn't the same, but it had to do. But yeah, so when you're a skeptic, it's like your whole reality gets kind of shattered. And then when you're just a believer, it happens and it doesn't shock you. It's just like, oh, yeah, of course it did that.
Yeah.
We're talking to a ghost.
Yeah.
It
That's
shocks me
true.
when it works, because as a scientist, you're used to you're okay with things not working. It's
Mhm.
okay because
Yeah.
that you learn something from that as well.
Mhm.
But it's a whole different
Thing.
different
When you
thing.
can't
Yeah,
explain
because
it.
when
When it
works,
does, and
yeah.
you're like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
what the heck?"
when
yeah.
it works, there's no other
March
explanation.
Someone did ask about if we heard about what happened on the Annabelle tour.
No.
You didn't hear?
Well, Philip didn't hear.
Okay,
Philip
Philip
went all
doesn't
to
want to
another.
hear. Do you even want to hear about Annabelle? Because we're trying to make Philip the new Annabelle, right? You wanna
He's
take
better
her-
than Annabelle because I think he's.
You don't think Annabelle's real? Really?
What do you guys think Annabelle is actually haunted? Let's do a vote.
He can't.
Ooh, that's great.
If you've ever been to the Nottoway, and it's really, really far from
click the plus
from
button
where
down
Annabelle
at the bottom
was. I don't think
There,
they're
by the
connected at
money
all.
sign.
And letting prisoners free? What did she
Line.
do?
There it is.
what would she do? Open their gates?
Audience, start a poll.
Yeah, let's see if you guys think Annabelle is actually haunted.
And if she is, I don't think she's responsible for what happened in New Orleans at all. I think it's a coincidence of sorts.
What happened to you being like, I don't believe in coincidence?
Of sorts. Of sorts. I don't quite totally believe it, but I just think that they coincided. Because she's leaving that, I don't know. Come on, what did she do? Open the gates, make all of the prisoners look away, or I mean all the guards look away, and then was like, okay, go ahead and run.
No.
Okay.
Exactly. Thank you, Philip. So I don't know. I
You
don't know
can
how I
cast
feel
your
about
vote.
Yeah, go ahead, cast your vote. We'll take a couple minutes to let you guys think about it.
it.
Put
What do
your
you guys
votes
think
in.
about Annabelle? Does anybody else agree with me?
That's what they're
Go ahead.
voting, yeah. Oh, here we go. It's going.
Mm-hmm.
So Savannah, you
Daughter.
very much believe in Annabelle's.
Oh, I don't mess with. My thing is why mess with it when you're not even sure? Because if it is real,
Well, then you're in trouble.
then you're in trouble. Then why the hell?
I'm in
you
trouble
know?
anyway.
I know, right?
Maybe you won't be because you're cautious. I was
And
like,
that's why you see her all the time look at me like, girl. And I'm just all like, you don't know.
You know what's crazy is before I even knew that the Annabelle tour was happening, I was doing research on her because
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That was before.
I was doing research on her because if you wanna
yeah, we could tell them.
yeah, we are planning on doing kind of like a podcast like thing where we where we discuss different topics like spooky topics,
Yes.
like stories, haunted or cursed items or places. And one of the first ones that we were planning on doing was dolls. And so before that, I was planning on doing Annabelle, and then all of this started happening, and I was
Ooh,
like, that's not a coincidence.
that's weird.
That's not a coincidence. I'm sorry, that's not a coincidence. It's just not. That's insane. It's insane. She's like, I don't know.
No,
Sounds
I'm
like
saying,
a-
see? Coincidences.
yeah. I don't know. That to me just seems too out of like too crazy to be not real. Yeah. That part.
What are we at? 86%?
86% say yes so far.
Okay.
I don't ask
You
permission
know,
for anything.
Well, I'd have to have some proof.
Yeah, I think
I
me
need some
too.
proof.
What do you mean?
I thought me
Annabelle
too.
vodka, Douglas? What is that?
Okay, that
Also, Robert the Doll, that one is also insane.
That one's creepy.
That one is super creepy. And and if we're being 100% honest here, if Annabelle weren't real, Robert the Doll is.
Yeah. And definitely Philip the doll is, right?
That's
Philip?
true. You know what? Melissa said I haven't seen Savannah use a taser in a while. Where's it at?
Yeah.
my
Okay,
gosh.
so
I got my privileges revoked.
No, you had, okay, this is what happened, you guys. I've got 3 tasers, okay? And I also have a Jill pepper spray. And we were out last and she's holding she's all like, I got pepper spray. It's like, don't tell him you got pepper spray. Tell him you got a taser. Like, why are you holding the pepper spray? Tase somebody.
Okay, to be fair, I was holding the pepper spray because at least I can hit them at a distance, right? You come near me, I'm gonna tase you. But
Yes.
actually, so that being
Yes.
said, one of our videos that is coming up, I did have the taser because
But you were using your pepper spray.
I did have the pepper spray out though. But I had the taser. I had the taser in one hand. I had my hand on the pepper spray in the
Does
other.
somebody?
What was that?
That was
heard-
me. I hit my
Oh,
elbow,
stop
yeah.
with that.
I'm sorry.
I get me all excited. I'm like, hey,
Don't
don't
keep bumping things on accident. We
Let's
think
move
it's a
it here.
go.
Let's-
Wasn't on purpose.
So if anyone wants to offer up their meat suits to become a tase practice, we will put Savannah's tasing skills to the test. Douglas, what about you, buddy?
Oh my god.
You almost would have been able to
Get him
use
out
them.
here to meet Philip and then
And
do
we'll
a
tase ya.
little just
Savannah, you almost had a chance to use them on Tuesday when Ashley and I were leaving.
yeah.
There was a car parked in the desert across the street,
Really?
and there was these guys out there, and then all of a sudden 2 of them just started running, and we were out in the party it's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and they just started running towards us. So we're like, nope, getting in the car to go, because we're thinking, oh my god, these guys are coming to mug us.
Yeah.
And then after we got in the car, we realized, no, they just stopped and they turned around, and we thought, we realized maybe they were just coming over to see
No,
if we
but you
were
don't
open.
run over to 2 women in an empty
Well,
car.
that part, yeah,
Yeah,
you just don't do that. Come
Maybe
on.
Scared, we were like, get in the car, get in the car.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? And then they just were like, oh, because I think they thought maybe we were open and they were excited to come. They're probably going to be like, can we come
I'm
in?
gonna be so honest. This is like so I listen to true crime and Crime Junkie, if you know about it, life rule is
No.
be weird,
No,
be creepy,
no,
stay alive.
no.
And honestly, like in a situation like that, you jump to the worst possible
Yeah.
scenario because worst case scenario, you overreacted, right? But if something happens, you underreact and then
And that's when.
unfortunately
That's
you
when
can be
things
put
go
in some
wrong,
tricky
so.
situations. That's why I always got the taser on me. I always got the pepper spray. I am not taking a damn chance.
Mhm.
Absolutely not.
Imagine these poor guys running up and the Savannah just tases them.
Right?
Pepper sprays
Right?
them.
They would deserve that.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes.
Let's ask Ashley. I feel like I've never seen you scared. Is there a time when you were really terrified?
Tainted.
I've been scared like at
You're
the
tainted.
asylum before. But like really, really terrified. I had a lot of really weird activity growing up in the house, and the way I've seen that spirits can move things, it's gonna take a lot more than a piece of drywall being thrown at me to make me like terrified.
Yes.
So we'll see. I
Philip
hope for it
agrees.
one day because I do really want to be really terrified one day.
I feel like this next episode. There's no way.
I was really
Yeah,
terrified.
I was like this week's
Monday. You guys will
Monday.
see.
Please join the premiere for
Yeah.
Monday at 5 p.m. Let me tell you, I think that's when I saw her the most terrified, and I didn't know what to do with myself because
Yeah.
Is that
I'm
you
usually
again?
I just
Okay, that's not you. Okay.
yeah
Did you
I
guys
didn't-
hear that? Did you hear the thumping?
No.
Yeah. It was something
There it is
crazy.
again.
What
The whole
fuck?
building's thumping.
Oh yeah.
You feel it?
Yes.
Can you guys hear that?
Probably too quiet. Oh my God. But yeah, you're about to see me very scared. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What is
I can't forget about that. Also, Kelly asked Ashley, how long have you been into ghost hunting?
Is somebody banging? I'm gonna go see if someone's banging on the door.
Okay.
Don't let them in.
No,
And-
I'm not
yeah.
coming.
Hell no. Do we have the pepper spray?
I've been ghost hunting for 2 years now, and then with Ghostcraft Coven for about a year. I don't know. That's about it. I never really ghost hunted before that. I didn't know you could buy a REM pod. I thought that was just on TV. And so
Yeah.
So-
I know, right? Like it's only exclusive to like serious.
you have to
paranormal-
know like a guy that makes it. to get it.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
exactly.
you could buy this on Amazon. And so I did. And yeah.
Wow.
And I love like the art of editing and creating content.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Wow. Dang, all of this stuff going on right
you
now.
love it too, Philip. Have you watched any of my videos? He used to, when Christy sent him home with me for a little bit, and he sat on my desk as like my editing buddy. So good times.
No, but I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Okay.
But no, nobody was knocking on the door.
Your cheeks are all rosy and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Suspense.
I know.
So do you guys like this live stream? It's actually pretty fine.
Yeah.
It was scary because we're like, what if we
It was
mess
nerve-
up? What if we cuss?
I
So we don't
already
know where we're
did.
gonna
I already
cuss.
did.
Well, luckily I don't have the ads turned on this for the live, so you know.
She
we're
doesn't
not gonna
trust
get-
us not to cuss.
we're not
She
gonna
No,
get
that's fair.
penalized.
That's fair. That's a fair reason to not do that. Yeah. Even Philip knows. Sorry, Philip.
Oh, thank you, Douglas. You know we love you.
Aw.
He needs to come back to California. Or we need to go there
Yes.
because there's some
Philip said that
there's some
you
places I want to visit out there.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any spots you want to see us ghost hunt?
Philip's got some.
Because Sally House, I really want to do. I think if I go there, I'm gonna make friends with Sally. So that's gonna be fun.
All right. So an overwhelming amount of people said yes, that they think Annabelle is real, with 25 votes in total.
So if she comes to California, we'll have to go see her.
All right.
Do we have to? Do we?
Mhm.
Do we have to?
Mhm.
Do
Yeah,
we?
you do.
Oh God.
What do you guys think?
Home.
Home. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe
Say
that's
home.
who Philip is waiting for. Philip's waiting for Annabelle.
So I did buy a
That would be a
doll
weird
for
couple.
Philip in mind before I found that doll.
Oh,
We should
what the
try that
heck?
together.
She's a bride doll.
Philip, do you like this new doll that we stuck you with?
Or do you
We just
want-
put you together because you look so good together. That's really the only reason.
Drive.
drive. You want to go on a road trip?
Right, another one.
Now the Clown Motel has the most stunning little porcelain clown puppet on the floor.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I posted the video of them meeting, but I'll
You
have
know
to
where to
share it if I
find that.
didn't.
Yeah, it
It's
was beautiful, and
beautiful.
she wanted it
I
so
want it
badly.
so bad.
Yeah.
I need to find what it is because I've never seen a doll like that before.
That Clown Motel was a trip.
Yeah, seriously. Ooh, Lizzie Bordenhouse.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list because I have a friend that stayed there and she's not really scared of the paranormal, but she wanted to do it, and they ended up checking out in the
Thank
middle
you.
of the night.
Oof.
So that when she told me that, I was like, okay, that's got it. So that's on my bucket list. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Ooh.
Massachusetts.
Where's the bride doll from?
Check on the
So
internet.
yeah, we got her from eBay. I looked up Philip and the type of doll he was, and he's like a Christmas release. And then the
Sir.
following year, or was it 5 years later?
It was a little while later. Yeah.
So like 5 years later, they made the girl version of the doll, and it's like the same fabric, the same everything. So I sent it.
we thought you would like her.
Yeah, and Christy bought her instantly.
I did because I thought he'd like her. We wanted to be alone, but he doesn't really seem to be reacting in any way to her.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we need to take her
But,
into the doll room
you
and
know-
put her on the portal and see if
Jasmine from Barrier
Right?
Beyond made a very interesting connection.
that was crazy.
Was that the doll, the girl doll, kind of looks like Christy, and the first
Especially now.
yes, and the first night that we met Philip, he was kind of hitting on Christy.
He was. I thought he was.
I mean,
gonna-
look at her.
I mean,
Come on, you're
Yeah.
fucking.
And then she was like, "It better be like a
You're gorgeous.
mother's love, not you know."
I know, right? Ooh, Hill House.
Ooh, yes.
That would be so cool. Absolutely.
I want to hit up asylums. That's where my
Yes, there's some
I want to have a few
asylums.
Trans-Allegheny would be really fun.
Have any of you guys ever considered doing the investigation at Norwood Asylum? I
See,
you
I
know
was
what?
just thinking I'd like
I
to
was gonna say that's probably the one thing that's on my main bucket list is to actually do an investigation in a sanatorium.
Yeah, not in
Yeah.
the ruins of one, but in a
Yeah, no,
ruin.
in like a one that's still standing, of course.
Yeah.
I know that there's like
Definitely.
I think the world's most haunted one is in Tennessee. I think so.
Or
I might be wrong.
Kentucky. There's
Yeah.
one in
It's either
Kentucky,
Tennessee
too.
or Kentucky, but yeah. Ooh, the Sally House. Doug said, "I'll meet you there."
Yes, the Sally House is like the top of my list. It's just so far away.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
want to fly
mission.
right now because planes
Yeah,
keep
and so I
crashing,
want to
The
so-
drive. Or
static. There's an odd static coming
there
through.
shouldn't be.
Mhm.
There shouldn't be at all.
No, does the sound other than the static sound good? Because I'm using my good camera.
I wonder if Billy's gonna go off again.
It's random.
Yeah.
Especially now because Mandy's here. Mandy needs to say something.
Yeah.
So that
Mandy,
Billy
do you
can
want
hear.
to say something to Billy? Ask him a question.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you just need to come visit and see if you can get him to go on.
Yes,
He loves
we
Mandy.
got some ideas for the asylum.
He loves
So
Mandy.
Indiana State Sanatorium.
Mm.
Okay, you guys, I
Ooh.
want to try a different device out for Philip, but we only have about 10, 15 minutes left. So
Andy said, "Yes, fab. Sounds fab," but there it is again. So we sound good, but
something's interfering.
Mandy said, "I definitely need to visit." Billy, do you miss me?
Billy, do you miss Mandy?
She said she'll come visit if you answer. Okay, just do that input.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Billy, if you go off right now, then Mandy will come and visit you.
Weird.
Okay, so do you guys want the Flex 2 for yes, no, which is motion sensor, or the REM pod for your answers? Let's hear what you guys say, and we'll change up the device for the last.
If it goes off, I'm on my way, Mandy.
Come on, Billy!
Right now.
Billy, get it together.
Come on, Billy. Mandy said she'll come
She'll
tonight.
come running. We'll lock her in here alone with you, so you can have her alone.
Play that slow. Do, 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 do.
We can make Billy a drinking game, where we just go live, and every time he goes off, everybody has to take a shot.
Jesus Christ.
Like everybody in the audience. You know how they do it
Yeah,
for Josh
you guys.
Gates?
Yeah.
You know how they do that for every
You
time
take
he
a
says,
shot.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
well, you know how they
Those
do it
are
for Josh
bomb.
Gates for his show. Every time he says, what is it? He has a thing that he always says, and they have a drinking game. Like it's a whole thing.
What
Across the
drinking
country
games
game.
would you guys play for Ghostcraft? Like every time Savannah takes a taser out,
It's every time he says, oh my word. You know how he says, oh my word?
every time a device says Christy.
Yeah. Or
Can you take a shot?
anytime I cuss,
We need our
you
own.
guys are gonna be.
No, that would be a.
Or
Yeah, you
every
guys
time
would
I
be
say,
sloshed.
okay, you guys get back on track.
Well, it would also be.
You know what? No, because you cut most of those out.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. Well, sometimes.
I was like, I feel
because,
like
you
you
know.
know.
left alone.
Okay. Sorry, Mandy. I like to be.
Well,
left
Mandy
alone.
did
can still
say.
come, though,
It
Mandy.
did say. Yeah, I was gonna
Did
say.
anyone decide if they want the Flex 2 or the REM pod?
Ooh,
Maybe maybe he knows what we don't.
just did it a little. Melissa says that
Yes.
she thinks Philip is causing the static.
Philip, are you pissed right
Oh.
now? It could be Philip.
It could be Philip.
Because the whole time
Sorry
it's
about
been
that.
like, I don't want to talk, and then it just said, I want to be left alone.
Maybe
What's
he's mad
wrong,
about the
Philip?
glass. He'll be in a better mood because we're going to take him on a road trip this weekend.
Yeah, we're taking you somewhere. Just be a good boy.
Yeah, do
And
the
I-
REM pod. Kelly said.
REM pod.
Despair.
REM
I like the
pod.
REM pod too. I was hoping that you were going to say that.
The REM pod went. Oh, Nikki's REM pod went off when you said REM pod. All right, REM pod it
Oh, I
is.
love that.
See, I'm
Sitting
glad. I
at
was
home
hoping
with
that you
your
guys would
beer.
say
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I love the REM pod.
Okay, Philip, I don't know if you can extend yourself outside of that glass. Maybe that's what he's saying, but get close to
I'm
it.
reaching out.
Oh, he's reaching out.
I'm reaching out.
Dude, that's insane.
Okay, that's.
Maybe we should put a REM pod in there with Billy and see if something else goes off at the same time that he goes.
Well,
his
that
sensor
spot's
goes
so
off.
interesting, especially that someone
That's so
said
weird.
earlier that
Sometimes it sounds like a voice.
shut up.
You should
Mel
play it
said
back.
earlier that when we were all silent that she thought she heard a whisper.
Oh, you're gonna have to play it. back.
Yeah.
That could be anything in here.
It really could.
Yeah, and like for the one on YouTube, the sound is over there, so you wouldn't really be hearing us whisper like that. Perhaps on these ones, you might hear
Yeah.
our breath when we go.
Yeah.
I heard my name once when Mandy and Jake were here, when Ghost Club was here. I don't know. I think I told you about it, Mandy. You guys didn't even, I don't think you even noticed it. We were watching the video back and you could actually hear it playing on like right over YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, they were in the nursery and they were talking and there was like, and it just said Christy, like really clear as a bell.
Whoa.
And they didn't even,
That's crazy.
nobody even said anything about it. And I was like, well, okay.
It's just
They
Christy.
love her. Yeah, it's just Christy. I mean, to be fair, you are.
It was very clear.
You are like a little energy.
I'm
she
always
is.
here and I'm always here.
So
yeah,
I
makes
have
sense.
somebody asked in the comments about like how long we've been doing witchcraft for, and for Christy's answer on that is she would never call herself a witch, but she is the most like witch person I have ever met.
I call myself an anthropologist.
She's an
Right,
anthropologist.
Mandy?
Anthropologist. Maybe it's the
But
same thing.
she's
maybe-
able to manipulate energy, and she does these weird things where she puts her intention into things that
Mm.
it's doing a spell, but
Yeah.
she just did this intuitively. So I think that's so amazing.
Yeah.
And her hands. Let's not get started
I
on the
can't,
energy
uh,
hands.
You
that
can't hold
part.
a compass around me because the needle goes crazy. And I can't use a compass, and I'm an archaeologist, so that's fun.
Yeah.
And then everybody else
Yeah.
has to use it. I have to stand far away. And I can make voltmeters go off. If I hold it and think about it, I can make the voltmeters go off.
And she can
She
heal
would
you
just
with
be-
her hands. She has done it.
Yeah, she's done it to
Multiple
her.
It's my superpower.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy. It is honestly, yeah. It's insane. To,
And she helped me expel a demon from my body. So thank
that
you.
part. That part. Yeah.
Power
I
source.
freaking- yeah, she is. She really is. And I love how just nonchalant she is about it. She's just like, yeah, it's just, you are about everything and you have the most interesting.
It's because I'm old.
I
I've been around
can't
a
wait.
long
I can't wait
time.
to be old and just-
Yeah, I've got a lot of stories. I've been around a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, Douglas
I've
Magic
I've seen some
Hands.
shit.
Mhm.
I've seen some stuff.
We love Christy.
That's okay. I did it. I've done it a few times, so it happens. Yeah, Christy is amazing, man.
What about you, Savannah? What was the start to your witchcraft journey?
High school.
Mhm.
It was mostly just because I have witches in my family.
Yeah, I was gonna
and-
say.
Yeah, like also
Kinda
I'm so
grew up
sorry. I'm
around
laughing
it.
super loud into this.
That's
mic.
okay.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I grew up like kind of having a little bit of an understanding, and then like as I got older, I kind of dabbled here and there, and I'm kind of still, we're getting more into it now than I definitely did back then. But
Savannah's always been, and just for the record, I've known Savannah since she was a little girl.
literally
Like 10
11.
or 11.
I was
Mhm.
11 years old when we met.
So I've seen
Literally.
her. So she's been in this kind of environment.
Yeah.
She had a pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? You know what? Unfortunately, though, I was definitely labeled as the weird kid in high school because whenever, yeah, that part. But whenever I was in art class, I would make like posters and stuff for the haunt whenever there was like something going on, and I would advertise for the haunt while at freaking school. Yeah, it was very.
She's the one who first saw the little haunted doll.
Yes.
The kind of
Yes.
started
We
the
have a
whole doll
whole
room.
episode on Savannah's story
Mhm.
with the haunted doll in the haunt.
It chased
Yeah.
her. We
Yeah.
had to screw it to the wall to
Yeah.
Savannah, sorry.
for
Sorry.
torment. She just wanted to play with you, and you're
Yeah.
like,
No, because it was
She ran away.
terrifying.
well,
It was terrifying.
terrifying.
And also, it did not feel like a child. It felt like one of those instances where it was pretending to be a child, because I've had this experience before. I've been able to see things throughout my entire life. And literally, I've had multiple experiences where things portray a child. And then when you don't do what it wants, it unmasks itself as something a lot more sinister. And I just don't appreciate it. So most of the time, I'm just like, hell no, I don't mess with them kids. No, thank you.
Yeah, the story that she tells, you guys don't think this is not so creepy. This is so creepy. We had this long hallway that she worked in, and you you go to the end of it and you turn and then you go back down another long hallway.
Mhm.
And she'd be standing at one end of the hallway and she said she could see the little doll peeking around the corner of that hallway.
Staring, yeah.
And the image of that is terrifying.
Yeah.
To see that as a little girl, to see this
Yeah.
like little freaky doll
literally like 11, 12 years old,
Yeah.
like,
down the ground.
yeah, just like, and then I would
That would be
run.
good.
I would run to our little historian that we had for Dylan,
Dylan.
and he would give
You
me
guys
a
remember
bunch.
Dylan from the Queen Mary?
Yes, from the Queen Mary. He would give me a bunch of gummy worms to leave him alone.
He knows how to
I
talk
wish
to
I
kids.
knew that trick.
Yeah, here's some candy, go away. Works every time.
Mine's when I'm trying to think.
I know, exactly.
Here's some worms.
I know. Just have some gummy worms.
Oh, there's supposed to be
Leave me
gummies.
alone,
My bad.
Chad.
They should be gummies.
It's a
Yeah.
bag of real worms.
Oh,
Get
my
so excited
gosh.
by the real thing.
Oh, Anne said with the Seer app that she keeps getting witchy stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Scrying mirrors, candles,
Oh, yes.
tarot figures with
What?
wands. Ooh.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you, Anne. Please, we have a whole playlist for you to binge if you'd like.
Yes.
Definitely. I know the butterfly effect is crazy with how all your guys' timelines brought you together.
Yeah.
It really,
Oh my God.
it really is, and really, it's all to thank Christy for.
Yeah, seriously.
She saw something in me. Like, I don't know
I did.
where I would be if I didn't meet Christy. I might have given up. I probably would have been ghost hunting in my garage.
Right.
I'd probably still be
Aw.
ghost hunting, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
I know.
Thanks to this amazing woman.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
oh my
love
gosh,
you.
yes,
We
I
love
love
you
you
so
guys.
much.
You do.
This has been so much fun. This is so exciting.
I know, and it's such a like
It's a great
amazing community. Like, oh,
Flames.
weird. When I'm talking,
Flames.
that's weird. That they notice it more when I'm talking. The static.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Oh, Kirby. What a random question, but I kind of love it. It said, they said, do you think vampires have bad breath? Blood doesn't smell that great.
I think they probably have really sexy breath.
But do they brush their
Personally.
teeth?
They don't need to.
Well, I mean,
Well,
They
I
don't
mean,
have to brush
but
their hair, right?
they
Like,
should
they're
because
just
morning
like-
breath, that's not
Yeah.
food. That's just, crap from
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't sleep, so they're
Or
not
they
like
sleep during the day. Oh my God, they sleep all day. That's a long
Nah.
time to not brush their teeth.
Nah.
They got those sharp.
Depends on the vampires that we're talking about. Also,
Imagine.
That's true. If we're talking about
Gingivitis.
can you imagine they have to go to the dentist because their fangs are freaking
One falls out.
you gotta take care of those things.
You gotta take care of that. That you lose your cool factor with only
well,
one
if you
fang.
lose your fangs, then you die.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, well
you
you're gonna have to
can't-
get creative.
Yeah.
And
you
just
would.
cut it open
Like-
or something.
Yeah, I don't know if we could talk
Get a
about
straw.
this on YouTube.
Right.
Sorry.
It
Oh.
might be reaching the gory thing that I'll get flagged.
That's
so.
fair. Okay.
Well,
Well,
we're just talking
We
about.
won't go too into depth, but
Yeah.
you guys
Hey,
can
do
fill in the
the
rest.
Twilight
Don't-
vampires have sharp teeth? On Twilight?
Only when they are drinking, I believe.
Oh, okay. So just
Yeah, they
It
do,
like
yeah.
comes out.
yeah, but
okay.
they're not like.
I don't know though.
God, it's been so long. I've been seeing so many memes and stuff about Twilight and how unbelievably.
Hi, Mandy. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining,
she
Andy.
going?
We appreciate you
And it
having me
is-
here.
About time, but we have a
Oh,
little bit
Mandy.
longer. We can hang
We
out
love
with you
you.
guys.
Oh wow, yeah. See, I told you that.
It does go by fast.
fast. That was
we never stop talking. So
Yeah, that
When I first met Christy and I would come over, it was like we would ghost hunt for like maybe 2 hours and then we would talk for 6. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't come home until like 3.
I still do that. I
yeah,
still do that.
Yeah.
that's me.
Just gets
When we
deeper.
That's
ghost
all of
hunt,
us.
that's why we're staying up. We're all in bed. And
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah,
like
we-
little
I know.
kids are
I'm over
giggling.
here.
She's snoring.
Not
Savannah.
knock the hell out.
I cannot wake
Dude,
her up.
it is a
She's out.
superpower how fast I can fall asleep. It really
But
is.
what I love about our late night talks is Christy and I get really deep with it, and we're coming up with theories about how
Yeah.
to ghost hunt, coming
Yeah.
up with weird ideas.
Well, I'm sleeping like a
and-
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk science. She listens to my science talk.
She
and that makes
teaches me. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It makes me happy because nobody likes to listen to my science talk.
and I'm just like, what?
What?
Yeah, I love it.
I love your science talk.
Not enough to stay up.
Not to stay awake.
Because when my ass is when I'm tired,
Her butt.
yeah,
Bottom.
I am I'm done for, okay?
Yeah, she's out.
As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm gone. You won't see me for a while.
Yeah, we were going deep. We were talking about atoms and
Oh yeah,
we
we
were
talked.
fine.
We come up with some theories that we
Yeah.
got to figure out.
We
Because I really
built
like
some stuff.
experimenting. Yes, we want to build some experiments, try some new things.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
If you guys know of any techniques that may be newer and like not well documented, just of course, please.
Anytime.
Yeah, comment any video. It doesn't matter. She reads the comments all the time. So
Ideas.
Also, summon.ghostcraft@gmail.com. You can send us an email for a podcast if you have a spooky story you want to share.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Topics you want to hear us talk about. I do have a whole bunch of topics planned, but maybe you guys, I love to talk about what you guys want to hear about too.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys specifically want to hear from us, then just let us know and we'll definitely get on it for sure.
And then don't forget that this Saturday, Christy is having an event.
Midway to madness. I
Midway
have a
to
card. I think there's cards.
madness.
There's cards over there. So
Grab
grab
one.
one. And hold it up to the. There
Okay.
it is.
We
Look,
got-
there's our little.
Midway to Madness.
Wait, that's Friday the 13th. That's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
This
So
is
it's on the
don't have any Midways.
24th.
It's this Saturday, and the doors
Thanks.
open at 7. You can come in anytime between 7 and 10.
Bye,
As long as you're
Pirate.
here by 10.
Have a great day.
You'll get in the line, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's really haunted, so you might even see a real ghost.
And I have seen a ghost
Mhm.
while going through the
happens.
haunt. So
Oh yeah, there's a well-known black mass that travels through the haunt, and a lot of people experience just
Mhm.
utter darkness, like just out of nowhere. Yes, we do have areas that are dark, but that kind of darkness, it you walk into it and it feels heavy. So that has been talked about a lot because they're like, oh my gosh, people freak out all the time
But
because
they
they're
see
like,
shadow people. and-
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you might have a real experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure to come to All Saints, and we will
Check us
see you
out.
guys at the next summoning, which will be Monday at 5 p.m.
Yes,
gonna be
We
good.
would love to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was a new thing for us, so it was really fun to have everybody and to be able to talk to you and interact with you a bit more. I know that for some of you, for quite a few of you, we talked to you during our premieres, but this is more of a fun, lighthearted way to.
Should we do more of these?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we do more? We definitely have to at least do a live for a rewatch for at least a couple of our
Oh
episodes.
yes.
Maybe we'll do some kind of poll or something about maybe a couple of episodes, which episodes you guys want to rewatch with us.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Please. Yeah.
Thank you, Nikki. All right.
Yes,
We'll
thank
see you
you.
guys next time.
It's kind of cool to see everybody.
I know. Thank you guys so much. All right. See you at the next summoning, Darklings.
Thanks,
Bye.
you guys. Have a good night. Stay creepy.